Knowing what exercises you need to focus on can be a challenge. You can end up spending your precious time on exercises that may not be quite right for you. A really important part of physiotherapy is exercise prescription. This is where we take the whole picture into account, have a look at you, lifestyle, where you're at the moment, what you're doing at the moment, and importantly, where you would like to go and the goals that you would like to achieve. Some questions you may be asking are, how much load should there be? What exercise do I need to be doing? How many repetitions? How many sets? And is there any rest in between doing the exercises? Keep watching and we'll go through 4 different categories of exercises you can choose from. My name's Claire, I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFit Health. If we take a look at the 4 different categories, you have strength, endurance, plyometrics and power. Those are your 4. Determining load or the weight to be used for each exercise is an important step, and depending on which of those 4 categories you do will depend on how much load or weight you will use. Ideally, you want to find your 1 rep max or 1 RM for short. 1 rep max is defined as the maximum weight you can possibly lift in 1 repetition. In our physio practice, we deal with people who are in pain and not functioning as well as they can do. So we don't really want to get them lifting the heaviest weight that they could possibly lift. There's a calculation that we use to figure out the 1 RM in a safer way than giving you the heaviest weight. Once you know your 1 RM, then you can calculate a percent of that, and depending on the category will depend on the percent that you use, and that's something that we'll go through in the videos in the next couple of weeks as we'll go into each category in a little bit more detail. Strength is where you can push, pull or carry heavier objects or items. Contrary to popular belief, it is not just for weightlifters. Strength is actually an important part for a whole variety of people, and it won't bulk you up as much as you think. Endurance targets the smaller muscles, and these muscles are useful for people doing an activity that carries on for a long time. Obvious examples are people that run 5, 10, half marathons, marathons, anyone that does any team sports like soccer or rugby, basketball. However, if you are sat down for the majority of the day, say you're at work, you still need your postural muscles, so you do need some endurance for day-to-day activities, sitting, standing, moving around. The 3rd category is plyometrics. This is also known as jump training, so it involves any kind of jumping and hopping. This type of training relates well to those sports that involve a lot of jumping, high jump, long jump. It's useful for those playing basketball, netball, soccer, but plyometrics is really good at helping with coordination and agility. So we think it can apply to a whole range of people and not just those doing specific sports. Power is the 4th category and is strength and speed combined. This is where you start to get a little bit more focused and you want the exercise to be more activity specific for the person. So there's your broad overview on exercise prescription. We've gone through the need to find your 1 rep max so you can figure out percentages. And we've gone through the 4 different categories that you can work on. And depending on what you want to do and what you want to achieve, you've got those 4 categories. One is probably going to be more of a priority than the others. But in an ideal world, you want to be doing a selection. Please share this video if you know anyone that would benefit from understanding a bit more about exercise prescription. We'd love to hear from you, so please ask us if you've got any questions.